Chelsey with the Fat Quarter Shop, and I'm here at Spring Quilt Market in Portland, Oregon with Vanessa Christenson of V&Co, and we're going to talk a little bit about her new collection and some of her patterns and basically everything that's in her booth. So show us around your booth.
Sure. Well, first off, I'm wearing my chevron, my ombre chevron in a skirt, and right behind us you can see we have them in purses. And the chevron comes in 4 different colors: the gray, the teal, and the green, and the navy. And so that's one of our highlights in the collection. And then of course we still have our ombres. And here we have the Moda sampler. I blew it up. It's going to be a blog hop that we're going to do, but I blew it up into like a baby size quilt, and I'll be giving those instructions free on my blog later on this summer.
Okay, and can you tell us a little bit about the ombre and how you cut it?
Sure, absolutely. So it's a really easy technique. I just cut my strips from the bolt of the fabric from just, you know, as usual, and then I will make them into squares. And then I'll do half square triangles, and then I will then just sort of make them perfectly the size that I want them to be, and then I will, you know, alternate them, and it makes beautiful patterns in with just the same color.
Yeah.
So it's really fun technique. I've done a couple of patterns with just the ombre, and I'm going to do some more later on. So this one right here is my main one, and it's covers the whole entire line, and it's fat quarter friendly. So in the fat quarter bundle, we use it, and we use it also in the binding, so that we use as much of the fat quarter bundle as we can.
Minimal waste.
Right. And then here we have the pre-cuts of the hexagons. This one's called Confetti, and this one's actually the baby size quilt. There's also a large throw, and I just applique these on. And then here we have the we have the ombre again, not the chevron. We have the ombre again. This is called Bubbles. Again, this is the baby size quilt. We also have a large throw that goes with it in the pattern. And then
another tote.
Yeah, another tote. And and then last but not least, we also have these really cute little, I mean, who doesn't need zipper bags, right? And I have 3 of them in the one pattern. So you can also, you know, if I always like to have a small one so that I can always put the thread and my little scissors in it and keep it in the larger tote.
Yeah. So when did you start sewing?
Okay, so I actually tried to start sewing in high school, but not with a sewing machine, all by hand, and that was a failure. And then I waited until I was about 24 to ask a friend to say, okay, there's a sewing machine, show me how to turn it off. And then I never quit from then. So around 24.
So fun. And how did you get into the industry?
Actually, it was, I started blogging because my husband was getting ready to go to Afghanistan for a year on deployment. So I wanted to show him some of the stuff that I was doing around the house, and sooner or later, it actually as the months went on, a lot of people who I didn't know were starting to look at the blog, and Moda was actually one of the people that looked at my blog and liked what I was doing. So they asked me a little bit right before they opened up the Moda Bake Shop online, if I wanted to contribute a few things to the Moda Bake Shop, and I said absolutely, yes. So I started there, and then quickly I started about a year or so later, I started doing my own patterns in PDF, and then into paper, and then slowly but surely here we are.
Fabric, exactly. And then tell us about your quilt designs. Where do you get your inspiration? And they're all pretty modern in nature.
Right. You know what? A lot of the times I think of the fashion industry, and then but I don't really always just look at per se like the clothes that's going on there. I actually look at the advertising. Okay. So like the colors, the things that catch my eyes, like what colors catch my eyes, whatever's popular and stuff like that. and it's really just what I like, what catches my eyes, and then I kind of go off of that.
So you have a big inspiration board,
Right.
kind of
Yes.
use all those cues from
Yes.
fashion.
Right.
That's really great. And then you do have small children.
I do.
Do you enjoy sewing for your children?
I do. I don't get to do it as much as I'd like to.
No,
as
yes.
much as they'd like me to either. But yeah, my kids have like this list of things that I should be doing for them, which I think this summer we're gonna try to.
Yeah, you'll have to tackle it.
Yeah.
You'll have to tackle it.
Yeah.
And do you have any future collections on the horizon? Anything that you're working up in your head?
Yes, actually, our third line is already done, submitted, and everything, and so you'll be seeing that in fall.
Cannot wait.
Yeah.
And then you are very trend forward. You incorporate a lot of trends into your collections.
Yes.
Are there any new trends you see that you're forecasting?
You know what? I will have to see on that.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah, completely. Well, thanks so much for showing us around your booth.
No problem. Thanks for coming by.
Of course. For more information, visit us on our website at www.fatquartershop.com.